guys? Today is March 28th, 2025, 8:43 a.m., the time of this recording. I'll probably record more later, but I just wanted to capture this because, I always try to capture as much as I can as far as the documentation part of this podcast goes. And sometimes I shy away from it because it is, very personal information. I'm about to dive into the finances of what I got going on right now. And the reason why I am doing that is because I think later on it'll be very, very cool to come back and listen. So that being said, I've got this spreadsheet. Let me pull it up really quick. Okay. I don't know what it is, but you can't right-click the Google Sheets logo to then open a new tab. You can't even middle-click it either. It's very weird that's the only software that does that. And honestly, what goes through my head is these companies are so massive, their customer support is probably invisible. It doesn't even exist because who am I supposed to message or contact for Google Sheets? I don't know. But I always think about that with bigger companies, with Facebook and stuff. If something goes wrong, I think you're kind of screwed. Call customer service for Facebook, Anyway, so for my finances, let's see. Don't even have my contacts in. Can't make out these numbers on the screen. Where is that? Okay, so out of all the credit cards that I have, let's see. I have almost $30,000 that I can spend. And I am only in debt, and I say only because it's not even, $12,000. So I have $18,000 in credit that I could use. I also have $2,300 in my checking and $3,500 in my savings, and that's just from tax returns and the retirement check that I cashed because, and so I'm fine. However, there's one card that I use more than the others because it has a 1.5% cash back on everything. And a lot of things, it's 3 and even 5. So I just cashed in a thing to get almost $400 back from credit just because I was using the card. And I think that's from November. So 4 months to get so I could be getting an extra $100 a month. No, that was from December. Started in January. So I don't know, January, February, March, whatever. So just cashed that, and that was for the camera. So I made a whole justification on that a couple episodes ago. But anyway, the card that I use the most is nearing maxed out, and I don't have the funds to pay it back in full, which sucks. So what I have to do is... So I'm about to pay rent. So how I look at it is if I get paid within 2 weeks of me having to pay rent, that paycheck immediately goes to rent because I'm not going to get paid anyway. So that money would just be sitting in my account until I would have to pay rent anyway. So I may as well pay rent so that I don't have to worry about anything else after the fact. So for example, what I mean is if today is March 20th, it's not. If today is March 20th and I got paid, in 14 days or less, I have to pay rent. So therefore, that money does me no good sitting there for the 10 days, or I guess technically 11 days, up to the 1st of April. It doesn't do me any good. May as well pay rent because I have to have that money in there anyway at that time to pay rent. So that's how I look at it. So I'm just paying rent right now. So there you go. And rent is $1,800 plus this media package thingy with tax. It's $160, so $1,960. They actually just raised it $50, so I think in May it goes up, so it'll be $2,010, and that's a bummer because I truthfully can't afford that, but it's all good. And so yeah, I just wanted to click record on this podcast today to showcase that. So just trying to figure out how to move this money around so that I'm not getting hammered with these interest rates. So we're good. I'm just pulling from savings because that was the intention all along. And it sucks, dude. But then, I just don't want to be in a pickle like this. I would like to help people and get them on a healthier journey and make some money. So I don't know, man. I've seen myself in a position like this before, and I always quit. So I don't have proof that I can overcome this. So the first time I did it, I begged and pleaded to get out of the program, and they let me go. Second time, I got lucky because my girlfriend at the time, so this is 2018, I have no idea. She was actually doing it with me, and she was doing her own program, but she didn't see it through. She was able to talk them out of getting us out of the program because we couldn't afford it, something like that. So we got scapegoat there. With the third one that I did, the national, what is it? Not national. NLCA. What the hell does that stand for again? Let's see what it stands. I can't remember. NLC. Next Level Coaching Academy. That's what it is. So I did that one, and that was actually in 2023, and I wasn't able to get out of that one, but I had to pay the remaining balance, and I think they cut the remaining balance in half or something like that. So I think I had to pay $2,000 over the course of a year. So that was much less, and then now here I am again, and I'm going to have to pay $500 for the next up until October. So that would mean September is my last payment. So that's cool. And I am already negative, about $1,000 a month. So I have to sell people. I have to get people into the program 100%. If I don't, I will have a very bummer life trying to, get out of debt, pay off debt, trying to survive, stuff like that, And I say this knowing that I have friends and family listening, and it, I guess, kind of sucks to say that out loud. But part of it is just the whole vulnerable aspect of it. Another part is just being transparent. Other part is purely documentation because, whether or not anybody is listening now, I would definitely still be recording this so that I could listen to it in the future, which is the whole point of the podcast. So, yeah. So what I am committing to right now, where is it? Let me log in, is doing one unit. Well, I'm going to say this, up to an hour's worth of units per day for the onboarding academy. You know what, dude, let's get, or the Change Lives Academy. What the hell is this? Some lime tape? What the hell is this? Oh, my coworker friends, I thought I had lime tape on my paper. It wasn't. It was just a sticky note, but I thought it was lime tape. What the hell? All right, hold on. I'm coming back. All right. I like writing shit down. It's a little bit easier. Okay. 1 hour's worth of units per day. No matter what. Post twice a day in Change Lives Academy. And implement. You guys ever have a little streak of handwriting that is beautiful and you think that could be a font on a computer? That just happened and now it's gone. So implement the Unit, what the hell? Spelled units with 2 U's. What's going on? Units that I learn immediately. Progress over perfection. So I'm committing to this right now, dude, because it's getting scary. I'm not gonna lie. So if we're speaking very objectively, I have it good. I have a very nice townhome. I have a whole office space. I have this MacBook. I have this brand new camera. I've got so many clothes. I've got a car. I've got a job. I've got it so good. But it could quickly get ugly if I don't start taking this very serious. And I don't think I need to explain how it could get ugly, but you run out of money, then I feel like that's improper English. You have to start having to? I don't know. This is the shit I second guess myself on always, but I have to, what was I saying? If I don't take this shit serious, I start losing money, and then I have to start selling things to make up that money, and then I have to start downgrading, then I have to go into more credit card debt, and then there's interest rate on that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's just a slippery slope, and if I'm in a position where I need a credit score, that's no good, because I think my thing right now is like 680, something like that. I think the highest I've ever seen my own credit score was, I think, 730. Pretty sure that's what, 720. But if I need credit, then yeah, I'm shooting myself in the foot. But in the future, if I don't, then I couldn't care less. It's a score made up to show people how responsible I am with my money. But it doesn't show that, it shows that I'm responsible with making payments, and that whatever the payments are, I can make them. I don't think a credit score reflects that you are an entrepreneur and you make 50 grand a month, though. I could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah. I also need all this extra income from Mina. That's a huge help for sure. But I really don't like having to sacrifice my Friday nights, So maybe I'll just have a heart-to-heart with him today. I know the call's today, so maybe you'll hear that at the end of the show. At the time of this recording right now, it's in the morning, so I don't know. But yeah, to see what can be done, because I don't know, man. Having a whole Friday night, I don't know. Maybe that'd be better if it wasn't Fridays at all. Maybe it would be better if it was just, I don't know. So I just need that extra income, But if I would just sell 2 clients at full price, just 2 clients at full price, I'd be fine, Oh, it's so embarrassing talking about this shit, because hundreds of episodes ago, I talked about how, okay, if I just message these many people a day and I get this many people to say yes, and I do it over a month, then I'll be okay. And if I just do this per week, if I get these many people a day and blah, 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 then I'll be okay. And once I get 5 clients, I can quit FedEx. And once I do this, I can quit my job. Blah, blah, blah. And I haven't done shit, dude. Oh, man. Let's see something, dude. Let's see what we can figure out here. As an online fitness coach trying to make a living, what should my number one priority be in ensuring, let's see, with everything? Cash generating conversations every single day. Start, spark, and steer 10 to 30 conversations per day minimum. Focus on pain, skills, and urgency. Get them on calls. Convert. Why this matters. You don't have a business without income. Posting, branding, and building systems all matter, but nothing matters more than getting people on calls who need help now. Backed by Hormozy's $100 million offers. Cash flow first, build second. Alex Becker and Cole Gordon. 80% of early revenue comes from outbound and DM combos. McKinsey 2023, service businesses grow fastest when prioritizing human interaction early or automation or branding. Want me to break down exact steps or scripts next? Yes, break down steps. I got to pee, be right back. Actually, you know what? Okay, documentation. Why do I need to say that? I could have just paused, left, pissed, came back. You wouldn't have any idea that I. Anyway, be right back. All right. So, daily cash flow strategies, 7 steps. Profile equals proof. Header: I help skinny guys build muscle fast. You know, DM start if you're skinny and tired of spinning wheels. Transformations, client wins testimonials. Post magnetic content daily. 1 real educational call out transformation. 1 story, pull proof DM, call to action like DM book to see you. 1 feed post, engagement or authority. Engage to get noticed. Comment, like, story, reply on 20 plus ideal accounts daily. Use humor, curiosity, and call outs. Avoid nice post fluff. Say things that get replies. DM strategy. Find skinny guys posting gym stuff or engaging with fitness posts. Start soft. Yo, bro, I just saw your post about bulking. No on a plan right now? Spark combo around goal, struggle, and urgency. Follow a simple script. Pain, goal, obstacle, urgency. Pago. Move to voice or call fast. You cool if I send a quick voice? Or I got a few ideas. Can break it down on a 10-minute call if you're open to it. Book and close. Use Calendly or Instagram call. No, I'll use Neato. Thank you. Have 2 offers ready. $750 4-month pay to close with urgency. You in or you want to stay stuck? Track KPIs daily. Convos started. Calls booked. Closes. Revenue show up right. Want exact cold DM openers. Calls. No. So ChatGPT got some kind of update where rather than it saying, cool, hopefully this helps, it now says, great, I hope this helps. Do you want me to break down the next steps with this? So, for example, everything I just read, it says, do you want exact cold to DM openers, call scripts, or combo frameworks next? No. I think it's cool that it does that because then I only have to type yes. So I thought that it takes credits to, or takes energy, power, whatever, to run AI like this. And when they prompt you to ask more questions like that with such little typing, isn't that going against the whole idea? You know, they want you to use it, but you can't just overload it. But when they prompt you with more questions, the likelihood that everyone would do that would increase drastically. So when that, I don't know. Anyway, number 1 thing I should prioritize would be cash generating conversations. I don't do that at all, whatsoever at all. What would the second highest priority be after I take care of number 1? Proof and positioning. Building undeniable social proof and authority while number 1 is running. Once convos are... Oh, dude, I have an idea. Okay, so I have this whole nutrition ladder that I was talking about yesterday on the show, and I want to try to make something similar for myself so I can assess what level I'm at and how to get to the next level and see if it can do it. So I know this is, I'm talking to like it's a person. This is a nutrition conversation, but please switch hats to a master marketer, serial entrepreneur, and genius, brilliant social media expert, freak of nature, high IQ, master of masters. I am struggling with my fitness business and need extreme help. I want you to design a business ladder specific to me and my goals of this business exactly like I made with this nutrition ladder. There can be as many levels as needed, but the same framework applies in that I need it to be extremely incremental, baby steps, and easy to see when I am on what level and what is required for the next level. Please reference my nutrition ladder I sent and use that as a framework. It should focus on the absolute most important thing as level 1. Example, in nutrition ladder, it's calories. Then as we progress, we make those baby steps and increase our overall attention to the business. Please write out the one-liner framework first before diving deep into each level and what it entails. Okay, that's a big fucking prompt. There's only about 3 typos. That was pretty good typing for me. Oh, it's doing some memory shit. What's it remembering? Wants to design a business ladder for their fitness business using the same structure. Okay. It only generated 3. Oh, there we go. It's loading. Okay. Oh, how it really made it the exact same framework. Okay, so level 1, clarity or offer. This focuses on... This actually wrote it exactly the same way I did yesterday. That's very cool. So this level focuses on knowing exactly what you sell, who it's for, and what outcome they get. When you commit to this business and begin building something real. Oh, that's when you commit to this business and are building something real. That's when you're level 1. So my goals for this level: crystal clear transformation you offer, dialed avatar, age, struggles, dream result, defined price and program length. No selling, no posting, no content until this is locked in. No selling, no posting, no content until this is locked in. Okay, well, I feel like I actually need to do this again because I want to get very clear on who I'm serving. And I think it's just going to be working men. I hate these buzzwords of corporate or whatever, but I don't know, dude. I feel like a lot of people are doing that, but just working 9 to 5 men, 20s and 30s. Yeah, so we'll get crystal clear on that. I'll record. I'm also going to commit to recording pod episode for every time I work on biz. So obviously I record a podcast all the time anyway, but I want to get better at documenting all of this so that, in big picture, I could have a 10-hour podcast of nonstop me building something from the ground up. Nothing else but that one specific topic and what I'm doing to get, that'd be cool. Have some kind of compilation. I also like the idea of, so obviously I have these episodes. And, it starts off with the title, or it starts off with the episode number. So today is 526, I think. It doesn't really matter. And then it has the episode. Now, I think it would be cool if I had a mini series as episodes in here. So it'd be, 526, and then in parentheses, building or something like that, business. And that would be business 1 or business episode 2 or business episode 3 or whatever. And that would be part of part of a series within the entire podcast. So I guess it's kind of like how Andy Frisella does CTIs and Q&AFs and 75 hard verses and what's the other one? Real talk, raw talk, real talk. Yeah. So maybe I'll do that. I like that idea. Anyway, so level 2, lead generation start. Initiating. So this level focuses on initiating consistent outreach. When are you a level 2? When you know your offer and are ready to talk to people. Send at least 10 to 15 DMs per day, cold or warm. Comment on 5 to 10 niche accounts a day. Engage with your niche in stories, DMs, or replies. Don't worry about followers or likes. Focus on convos. Level 2. I'm at level 2, baby. What's level 10 look like? I'm just curious. Choosing your scaling path. When you've had repeatable 3 to 5K months, decide one-on-one, group, or hybrid program. Decide scale via time or sales or leverage systems. Hire one freelancer or automate one task, email check-ins, etc. No info hoarding. Execute one scaling path only. No info hoarding? What does that even mean? What would 9 be? 3 to 5 price testing, offer refinement, proof and positioning, bill, income target. Level 6 is $1,000 a month. Fuck. I like this. What would level 3 be? So start talking to people. Level 3 is showing up with authority and value. When you're generating leads and starting commerce daily, post at least 3 times a week, reels, carousel, stories. 1 to 2 call to actions in every post. Share one proof or story post each week. No aesthetic tweaking or logo making allowed here. Man, I've been doing this all wrong, dude. First sale close, validating your offer through money. When you're posting, DMing, and have one. My goals for this level: close at least one paying client at your current price, collect testimonials, screenshots, quotes, messages, deliver on your promise with excellence. Do not raise prices yet, just prove your value works. I feel like I want to use a different ChatGPT model to make it better. Good for writing and exploring ideas. Schedule tasks, advanced reasoning. Great at coding and logic. Let's see. Is there a superior GPT model to have you generate this for? Generate this for even more baby step increments for up to 30 levels. You're already using the most advanced GPT model, so you're not limited by tech. You don't need a better model. What you need is extreme calibration for what you consider a level. If we zoom in tighter, I can turn what was level 1 into 3 to 4 ultra clear substeps by adjusting granularity. For example, your current level 2 equals start lead gen and DM in the comments. With DMs and comments, we could break it down into level 2, create one message script and send 1 DM per day. Level 3, hit DM combos per week, 10 minimum. Start tracking outreach stats in a spreadsheet. Add story polls. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Please make this a massive reply with ultra refined details and make it crystal clear. The response can be very long, and it should, as I would like 50 levels here, with level 50 being something along the lines of making 10K a month consistent. Now we'll do 25, 50K a month consistently. It can be more than 50, but whatever you think is best to fit in all the gradual steps to get to that income range. Okay, it's probably going to make me 10, and then it's going to say at the very bottom, you want me to generate the next 10? I'm willing to bet $3,000 right now. I'm a betting man today. Locked in, you're about to get business ladder equivalent for your nutrition ladder, but dialed in for one purpose. Take a solo online fitness coach from 0 clients to $0 a month, $25,000 to $50,000 a month, consistently and sustainably. The 50 level and fitness business ladder. Okay. Built-in microsteps, no fluff. Each level must be mastered before advancing. You got it. Phase 1, clarity and commitment levels 1 through 5. Decide to go all in. You commit to building this business and stop treating it like a hobby. Actions. Pick one niche. Decide that this will become a real business. Write your name and $25,000 to $50,000 target on paper. You know, it's getting real here. Is it still generating? Yep. Okay. Well, it's going. Level 2, define your offer. You can clearly explain what you sell, who it's for, and what it helps them achieve. Okay, fill in this sentence. I help blank go from blank to blank using blank. Decide price. Write the deliverables on a Google Doc. Okay, I feel like I've got half of all of these done. Avatar deep dive. You understand the exact man you're talking to. Write a full ideal client profile, his pain points, lifestyle, mindset, objections. Describe where he hangs out online. Save 5 to 10 examples of real content your avatar consumes. Build a messaging script. You can start conversations without sounding like a bot. Okay. Write 3 DM openers. Write 3 follow-up prompts. Write 1 short offer to help. Write 1 short offer to help call to action. Post your first real piece of content. Make 1 reel or story that shows your face and calls out your niche. DM bulk if you're tired of being skinny. Post it no matter how imperfect it feels. First leads and combos, level 6. Okay, phase 2, start daily outreach. Is this still generating? Nope. Oh, see, I fucking called it. I just made $3,000. Let me know if you'd like me to continue building levels 21 through 50 with the same precision and incremental clarity. Yes, please. I said please without an S. Yes, please. Okay, so level 20 is build a waitlist or low ticket funnel. God damn. Raise your prices slightly. Start tracking churn and retention. Consistently make. Level 17 is consistently make $1,000 a month. See, that's what I'm talking about. 17. That's so incremental. Build 1 month of proof-based content. Create 4 reels showing client struggles wins. Get 2 to 3 clients from cold DMs. Keep combos going until they book. Ask for the close after value has been given. Maybe. Oh shit! Excuse me. No, yep. Let me know if you're ready to continue with phase 5. Let me know if you're ready to continue with phase 6. Ready. I'm just going to have this generate me all these levels, and then I'm going to put it in a Word doc, and then I'm only going to reference it when I'm on that level, and then I'll probably ask it to explain. Okay, so I probably should have done this in a different conversation because, wait, can I duplicate them? Nope. Let's see. Level 37, hit my first $10,000 a month. You've passed the point of part-time coach. If I'm making $10,000, I'm full-time because I'm quitting my job, 100%. Build 1 scalable lead magnet funnel. Okay. Build referral system. Phase 6. Hire a virtual assistant or chat closer. 42. Automate weekly content systems. 43. Test paid ads to a free offer or wait list. Host a 30 to 100 person webinar or challenge launch. That's intimidating as fuck. Lock in 15 to 20,000 months with predictability. See, I don't know. I don't know about all this, dude. It just went from $10,000 to $25,000 overnight. 5 different levels. What do you mean? Build evergreen. Realizing how the one is shareable. Visual design for this ladder. Fitness Empire Operating System, FIOS. FIOS. Huh. Printable tracker, a visual design for this ladder. Okay, well, I'm going to copy paste this whole thing into a doc, and we'll refer to it later. Copy. Hustle file. I don't even know where to put this. ChatGPT. Why is my font white? Hold on. What is going on here? I'm just trying to update the look of this shit. Okay, there we go. ChatGPT. Business ladder. Okay, I printed it out. It's 30 pages. Great. So, oh man. It's funny, I started the show off talking about finances, kind of paused from that. Now I got to go back and finish the finances, but I don't even want to talk about that anymore. So, yeah, so what we just did was we committed to 1 hour's worth of the units per day, no matter what. So I'm committing to that right now. And then post twice a day in the academy that I'm in, that I'm paying all this money for, and implement the units that I am learning immediately. Progress over perfection. And then also record podcast episodes for every time I work on business, purely for business. Well, I'm not committing to the last part. I just definitely want to do that. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I got to get crystal clear on some shit. That's what I got to do. Dude, I have so much ambition, and just I have not had anything to show for it for years, and it's very frustrating. And if there's anything you take from this entire podcast, it's that right there. So I don't want people to have decades of ambition built up with nothing to show for it, you know? So if I can help someone out, then I would love to do that. So hence the podcast. So I'm sure I'll be back later with more, and we'll go from there. But that's it for this morning. Holy shit, 37 minutes. All right. Oh, peace.
Yep.
What's going on, dude?
What is going on, dude? How's everything?
Everything's going all right. Everything's good.
Cool, man. Cool.
How are you?
That's good.
Good. So we got like, what is it, 4 people today?
6. I just signed 2 others. I'm gonna invoice them.
That's insane to me, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, actually, I think it's my first 10K day today, which is great.
10K day?
Yeah.
Dude, it's hard for me to even wrap my head around. That's crazy.
Yeah, sometimes I just think to myself, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I won't lie to you.
Yeah, I'm sure, dude.
Cool. How's everything with you?
Dude, honestly, straight up, I'm just, like, struggling, to be honest, with just time management, just trying to make everything work.
Time management?
Yeah.
And like, you're, like, during the week, you're saying?
Yeah, dude, it's just everything. You know, ever since I actually talked to you about, I mean, this was probably like 6 weeks ago, I think it was, when I said that, remember when I sent that long text and I said, hey, dude, maybe I misread the introduction. I don't want to do check-ins. Remember that?
Yeah, you're saying ever since then?
Ever since then, this is part of it. Ever since then, I'm like, dude, I got to quit ME Fit. I got to focus on my own stuff. And I'm like, it's only 5 hours a week, bro. You're like, and then I just battle that. And then I'm just trying to, I mean, I know people have it way worse than I do. It's hard for me to, I guess, manage the time that I have because it's a weird schedule, I guess. So like, I'm good. I'm just like, I just feel like I'm just like tearing my face off. But then I think about you and I'm like, how the hell, I mean, you made 10 grand today, So
yeah, it wasn't always like this. Like, can I tell you something, Bryson? Like, I remember when I was working full-time finance, like, I look back and I wonder to myself if I could do now what I was doing before. Probably not. Like,
if you could do finance now, is that what you're saying?
Like, no, if me now, today, could do what I was doing before, because I remember, dude, like, I would schedule my time like where like I'd have finance meetings like times like with my bosses or whatever, and then in between those times is where I take fucking client calls. Like it was just like going back and forth, like to the point where there's no other way to do it besides managing your time. You know, so like that's like everyone goes through it. You have to go through this now to get to where you want to be. You know,
Right.
like what the fuck else is the option? You know?
Yeah.
So like that's super important, and I know like look like I'm gonna speak very frankly with you because I feel like I can.
Oh, 100%, dude.
I know like the reduction of hours that we did like with Emmy Fit is so you can focus on your own shit. I get that. Like I probably would have done the same, you know? But if I can be completely blunt, like if the 5 hours for you, Bryson, with Emmy Fit is like causing you that much, like I love what you fucking do for us 100%. But if you're not like totally, at least like, you know, with the employee kind of side of things, like if you're not totally comfortable with like what we do, there's no hard feelings, you know, like I'm telling you the truth. But like if I were you, like, and this is not me, Mina the boss speaking, it's like Mina the friend. If I were you, I'd fucking keep doing it. Like not for nothing, man. Like look, I know I'm fucking successful in this realm, you know, and I do shit that a lot of my MDM people come to me for advice, and that's not for me to be put on a pedestal, but it's the honest truth. So you have an opportunity to just fucking learn and soak up, you know? Like, again, not Mina the boss speaking, Mina your friend. If I were you, I would have taken up my offer to work for me for 20 hours or at least 10 hours, honestly speaking, because you would learn so fucking much. Like, you know what I mean? And like everything that you're doing now, like just use it for yourself too. You know, like maybe, humor me on this. The check-ins that you've been doing for me, maybe that's helped with your check-in responses to your clients. Maybe, right? Maybe
I would say so.
Right? Maybe the diet that you were looking at for me, maybe that gave you inspiration on what to do for your clients, right? Maybe the structure that I have and the systems that I have with the flows and stuff is giving you an idea of what to do eventually when you have more volume. Like,
yeah,
dude, benefit. Like, I don't think you're poaching. Like, I don't think you're going to take any of my clients, you know?
I never would.
Like, no, that's not even that. It's just like we have a complete different demographic that we work with, right? Like,
yeah,
you're, you know, like, so
I can't
like,
pronounce your clients' names. That's the difference, yeah.
So, but what I'm saying, man, is like, look, until like it comes to a point where really you need those 5 hours or 10 hours, like, rock it, you know? Like, I hope I don't sound like I'm pushing you to stay, but...
No, I mean, dude, honestly, it makes me want to do the 20-hour thing, but then, because I want to learn 100%. But let's just say we did 20 hours. So I have about 3 hours per night, you know, to work on my own stuff when I get home from the gym, whatever. And I've even thought about taking gym down to just 3 days a week just so I could have more time, you know. But if I were to do 20 hours, I have 3 hours per weekday, you know. So that there's like Monday through Friday. And then the last, would that be 3 hours? Or the last 5 hours would be on a Saturday. And that's cool. But then like in my head, it's like, okay, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., that's all I get. And then Sunday is a little bit of time as well. So I don't know. I think maybe, I don't know. I don't know what.
Okay, can I ask you something, and don't take this the wrong way?
No, of course.
With your current workload with your clients right now in the business, like, do you need 3 hours a day?
No, I don't. Absolutely. With clients specifically, no. But I just think about like making out the systems and making the content and DM outreach, you know, all that stuff. That's just like I'm going through the whole CLA again, like start to bottom, because I just completely restarting, dude, because I kind of fallen off in that regard. But I'm just trying to relearn.
And you need that much time to send out DMs and stuff?
I guess not with DMs. I don't know, dude. I just, with everything all total together, I would rather just have a sit down, like a solid work schedule, kind of like how I'm doing here, like 5 hours just check-ins, you know. Obviously, I don't have much volume, but, you know, 5 hours just DMs, you know. Because if I
so
send...
why don't you, sorry to cut you off, but why don't you just cut off, like, just block the time. Like this hour, I'm doing DMs every day. Power hour, right? That's what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like do power hour every day from this time to this time. Done. This hour, this time, I'm gonna eat the frog. You know what eat the frog means?
I do, yeah. Shal told me. You know Shal, right? Yeah, you know Shal. She introduced us. Yeah. Yeah, she told me that.
So like, eat the frog for an hour. Find a fucking task you don't want to do and just do it.
Eat
That's
the
2
frog
hours.
for an hour.
And just and call it an hour. Like, look, like with all due respect, Bryson, right? Like your clientele, right, will come first. But after that, I think like there's nothing really that like is burning that you need to fucking do like on the same day. You know? So if you make strides towards it on that day, then I say just fucking pick it up again. Like it doesn't have to be completed in an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, I'm definitely in my own way, 100% with all of this, you know? Because I think I told you this before, but this is my 4th time being in a mastermind, you know? And I've realized that it's not the mastermind, it's me, so.
I'm a denominator. I know.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's an expensive mistake that I learned for sure, but I feel like I'm still learning it, you know?
Yeah, but like if this is what you want to do, you got to keep trying, you know? Like again, like if this is what you want to do. But like that's the thing, like again, like I get really nervous. Like, I won't lie to you, as a business owner, when someone tells me they're not all in on those 5 hours. Like if someone tells me like, yeah, I was actually thinking about quitting, like that kind of makes me a little anxious. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you the truth, like buddy to buddy, you know? Like I'm sure you would be the same way if you were in my position.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why I haven't wanted to say anything, because I'm like, I don't want him to be on edge for the next however long, you know?
Yeah. But like, dude, like, not gonna lie to you, like, for 5 hours, like, you get paid a good amount. Like, it's not like you're working from home. You get the check-ins done. This is something that's honing in your craft. Like, you're fucking improving even what you're doing. Like, not gonna lie, again, not Mina the business owner, I think it'd be a fucking stupid idea to leave that. Like, sorry, but that's just how I think.
I agree, dude, because I need the money at the moment, you know, so.
It's not just about the money. Like, the value behind it, like, not gonna lie to you, man, like, you have access to, like, what we do. You see how I communicate. You see the teams. You see everything I do, the SOPs and blah, 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 right? I know you're fucking more organized than me. Don't fucking go there. But, like, at the end of the day, it's like you have the access to all these different things that I think personally, like, they asked me to give some mentorship, some people in the 10K, right? Like, that's what they want me to do. And I said, yeah, sure. Like, so they were trying to ask, like, they're like the topics that we'll talk about is basically like, what's the difference between the MDM and the other programs? So my answer is I don't fucking know, because I wasn't in the 10K or in the CLA, so I won't sit here and tell you this is the difference. But what I do know is that, like, people in the MDM, one, want to see everyone strive and win, because we don't really gatekeep anything. Like, anything. Like, you need something. Yeah, this is what I do. This is what I do. Like, that's the first thing. I feel like maybe in the CLA, when I poke things, people get a little cutthroat for some reason. I don't know why.
Wait, say that again. When you do what in the CLA?
When I scroll down the CLA, like, I see the posts and stuff, I feel like people are a little cutthroat, a little bit. Like, they're almost like competing against each other. I don't know. I get that vibe. But besides the point. The second thing, dude, is just the fact that we all just understand, like, teams and, like just flows. You know, like, at the end of the day, like, maybe I wasn't doing it for, as a good job before I joined the MDM, but after I joined the MDM, like, I understand, like, systems and how we do things are so fucking important. When you have volume, when you fucking have volume, Bryson. So until you have volume, like, you know what fucking mental masturbation is? Like, don't fucking do that. You don't need to do that. Like, look, like, again, with all due respect, dude, like, just focus on being a good ass coach and fucking deliver to your clients, right? And then client acquisitions. Like, it's all about solving the right problem at the right time. You don't need to worry, like, again, you don't need to worry too much about systems, like, because, like, you can easily do things manually right now until you build up that volume, and when the system's needed, push is going to come to shove, you're going to be forced to do it anyways. You know what I mean?
Wait, say that last part again.
Like,
be forced to do what exactly?
What I'm saying, Bryson, and maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel like you probably get too caught up on the small details of things, maybe.
100%, yeah.
Right? And because you're doing that, it's causing you to almost freeze. And an hour goes by, you're thinking like almost that decision fatigue kind of thing. trust me, I'm the first person to know what decision fatigue is. But I've gotten to the point where decision fatigue like will really fuck me. Like if I go an hour or two without doing something that needs to be done, I'm fucked. So I kind of just eliminate it. I just say, take action, do it, right? With you, like what you can do is just really focus on delivery with your clients and don't worry too much about the small details, man. Like don't worry too much on like, okay, well, when a client joins, they should see this, they should see that. Dude, just fucking message them. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be a lot easier for you to just message 10 people rather than me to message like another 10 people, then 10 people, then 10 people. You know what I mean?
And you got 150.
I hope it's not coming from a place of arrogance. I'm not saying
I don't take it that way at all. Not 100%.
Good.
No.
I'm like just telling you, like, that's how I did it. And the more I talk to the other MDM people, they do the same thing. It's just focus on client delivery, focus on that. There's no right approach, but there's no way that you can, again, no offense, but there's no way, like, if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't be able to justify not working 5 hours, getting all this advice and all this experience and getting paid for it. You know what I mean? Like, this would be a different picture if you had 100 clients or 50 clients, you know? And when you get there, like, I will be the first person to tell you, like, dude, I think the 5 hours now might be costing you a little too much. You're good. Like, I would be the first person to tell you that, you know?
Yeah.
So that's just my thinking. You know, that's just me being brutally honest. Again, not coming from a place of arrogance or condescendence at all. If that's a word, condescendence, I think it is.
Condescending?
Condescendence. I don't know. I hope I don't sound condescending because I don't, honestly, dude, I don't see you that way. I think you're a fucking genius. And I think it's just a matter of time until, like, you realize that and then realize that the fact, like, sometimes you're too fucking smart for your own good. Like, just fucking focus on the right thing.
Dude, I've been told that so much.
Really?
I really have.
Yeah. Dude, you're really fucking intelligent, but it's just, like, just focusing sometimes because of that, like, it's that, like, you're focusing on the wrong things and you're trying to make it so fucking perfect that big picture wise, it really doesn't fucking matter.
Dude, you get me emotional. Apologize, bro.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. And I hope you don't take this the wrong way, man. Like, you will succeed 100%. It's just a matter of time. And I'm here to help you succeed. Like, that's what I'm here for. I want all of my guys to fucking win, no matter what. But until we get to that point, personally speaking, I'm going to fucking push you. And I want you also to deliver for me too, just as much as I'm delivering. Make sense?
Yeah, no, 100%, dude.
Cool.
Yep.
I hope that helped.
No, it does, dude. It's just, I get in my head so easily, you know what I mean? Oh, it's ridiculous.
Like that, man. We're all like that in different ways, man. Like, think of, like, in competition prep when you, like, look at yourself in the mirror and you dissect yourself to, like, to the fucking T.
Yeah.
And you think, like, I look like shit. I'm not going to do shit. I can't believe I'm stepping on stage looking like shit. When in reality, it's not really the case. You're just in your own head, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's what we do in life, you know? So.
Yeah, 100%, dude. Yeah, I agree.
Cool.
On that topic, though, real quick, if we were to do, sorry, dude. If we were to do, if we were to bump the hours up, what would that even look like? Because there's no way it'd be, you know, like.
Look, 20 hours is a little bit of an exaggeration. I mean, I'd still be down for 10.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be all be check-ins, though, would it? Or what would it be? Because I'd probably still keep Fridays how they are.
I would do the same, and then just distribute an hour every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'd have to think about it, honestly. I don't want to give you a definitive answer now.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, with the way we have things set up right now with the onboarding is that, like, you have all Friday, like, not all Friday check-ins, but your check-ins are all on Fridays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Been some times where people trickle in and I have to take care of it, which is fine, which is really fucking annoying sometimes, I won't lie. Just because they're, like, late. But
so if I did, like, Friday and then Saturday morning or something, would that be different? So the tricklers, they call them tricklers inners?
let me ask you, like, look, I know how you feel about this. Like, your primary focus right now is check-ins, right? Like, that's literally what you do.
Yeah, I don't do anything else, which is, I would rather do everything but check-ins, to be honest, but.
I know. But, like, if that's the case, like, look, like, with what we're doing now, an hour a day, like, what's going to get done in an hour every day? You know, like, what's there to be done?
I don't know. I mean, I know a lot more about what's got to get done.
I respect you too much to like just find some busy work for you to do. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how I do things. I'd want to make sure that you're delivering and that you're just like also, you know, benefiting, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'd really have to think about it because then we just have to restructure everything. Like, if you're working every day, I'd have to move.
Well, I don't think I would work every day. Or are you saying that I should?
No, I'm saying like, okay, either way, like even if you work Friday, like look, if you're going to work Friday and Saturday, there's really nothing to be done besides check-ins. Like, just how it is. Right?
What if I did Friday and Monday again? So just Friday, just Monday.
If you do Friday and Monday again, like 5 hours Friday, 5 hours Monday, I'd have to just consider what you're going to do on Monday. Like, name of the game right now, Bryson, with how, like, look, I just hired Brian, for example. He's doing all our programming, and then obviously I have people doing this, people doing that. Like, I'd have to reposition things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, like, I wish I can give you definite, like, you will be doing this on Mondays. I have no idea, you know?
Yeah, that's totally fair. I mean, this is out of the blue, too, so.
Yeah. So, like, that's kind of where my head is at there. But again, it's just depending on, like, what we can do. Like, I'd have to just tell David to do something else. Like, not gonna lie, check-ins are probably the most important thing right now. They're just so fucking much. Mm-hmm. Like, I even have David doing check-ins too now. Like, I'm gonna build out his own form too. So
cool. What's his emoji gonna be?
I don't fucking know. I think you did that. It was 100. D Hundo.
Oh, D Hundo. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm actually looking at it right now. That's right fucking there. Yeah.
Yeah.
D Hundo.
Oh, by the way, is Maro on your check-in form? It is. She is, right? Maro's a girl. Just let you know.
Yep.
She is, right? She's assigned to you?
She's Maro. Yeah. Fridays. Yep.
For some reason, she checked in on my form. So if you can do me a favor, please mark her right now to just reassign her to your form, because her last check-in this morning came to my form. So that's why I was confused.
Okay, I just clicked on it now. Yeah, it's not marked for... Weird. Okay, well, I'll change it right now.
Yeah, just delete the one from next week onwards to yours. I think what happened, I think that might be my mistake now that I think about it, because either I changed her or I told someone else to change her. Remember when she was 2 times a week and I changed her to 1 time a week? So whenever we did that change, I must have assigned her to mine. So just change her future ones. Cool. And if you can, please don't forget to take care of her today. Just go into my form and take care of her check-in today, as you would have last week.
Okay.
Okay? The one from the 28th.
Make a little note here.
Yep.
And that is a woman.
That is a woman.
That's funny. Okay, cool.
Cool. All right. How many check-ins do you have?
I counted earlier. I had 20 on the dot, but that was about now an hour ago. So maybe it's more. Let me see.
You're the flex, right?
Yeah, B flex. Yeah, I still got 20. I think it's actually 19, but
1, 2, and some are late anyways. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh God, best my checked in. Fuck.
What's going on?
No, I'm just the client that you have, Besma. She pisses me off sometimes, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, so you have 20, and then plus Morrow's is 21. I think you should be good. I don't even think I have any outstanding ones. Besides maybe... I think it'll just keep it light. Actually, take Morrow, the last 3 on my form from right now. So you just have 23. That's it.
Okay.
So you'll take Morrow G, Rachel A, and Jonique Gonzalez. All of which, all 3 of them are late. So you'll probably just message them tomorrow morning anyways. So you should be okay.
Okay, Morrow, Rachel, Johnny.
Jonique.
Oh, shit. What'd you say?
Johnny Gonzalez.
Okay. I guess I'll just see it.
It's look at the 3 on the form, like.
Okay, let me pull it up.
On my form, it's those 3. I have to take care of Michelle, Cam. Oh, it's her.
Oh, I see.
It's Cam's peak week. Oh, yeah. Honestly, she's ready. Like, she's doing a pageant. She's going to win Miss NJ USA, I think.
Cool.
And I really think that that's going to fucking open up a crazy door for me.
That'll be cool. I hope that everything goes well there.
Yeah, I might go to her pageant. I don't know. See. So lately, I've been having, like, whenever I go to a client competition, I have to spend, like, fucking $300. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. So those 3, so you have 23, and that's it. Okay. Would we be able to please try to expedite at least the ones that were on time today? Is that possible? So I don't want to get to the point where it's like 11 p.m. my time, and then we have to like make that decision like we always do. You know, like do you send it now, do you send it tomorrow morning? You know.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to at least over deliver on the people that made an effort for on time, send it the same day. And then the rest can be tomorrow because I think we got quite a few stragglers today anyway. So
yeah, 100%.
Cool, awesome. Do you have anything else? Do you want to talk about anything else? Let me know.
Yeah, could you? You always talk about it, but you say you do a sales call and you're like, fuck, I should have recorded it. Can you actually do that and then send them to me so I can?
I have 6 recorded right now. You want them?
I do, yeah. I just want to hear the verbiage and study that up.
I'm hiring 2 closers for me, so I've been recording my sales calls so they can like practice and stuff. Dude, these are all the closers I interviewed. I have a few more on the other page.
How do you recruit for these? You just post a job application, or what do you do?
I'm working with an agency. It's called She Sells. Her name is Shelby Sapp. I think I told you about her before.
I think so.
We're actually affiliated with them now for the MDM. Cool. But I reached out way before. Actually, what happened was there's this one fucking killer closer that I interviewed. I was like, I fucking love her. She's awesome. And I decided to like still hold because she had another interview coming up anyways, and I wanted to like, not offer the job on the call. So I offered the position that night or the next day, something like that. She said, I have one more interview. I'm like, cool. She ends up taking that other position. Turns out to be Dawson's girlfriend who's in the MDM. I was like, I fucking hate you, Emily. But honestly, like she was looking to work for a woman and work for only women. So that's fine.
Gotcha.
Whatever. So then she hooked me up. She really liked my offer and like what I do. So she posted me in her community, and then I had like 15 applicants out of nowhere. So I funneled them through, made them do Loom videos for me, and then I did some interviews.
Dang.
So I'm hiring 2. But anyways, long story short, let me send you the recordings.
Okay.
Wait, I'm going. Sorry.
Okay. Is there some that you didn't make the sale? Because I'm curious of those too.
It's funny because I made all this.
Of course you did.
I'm on like a 10 streak, dude. Like literally 10 streak. But they're good. There are some objections here and there. There were some times that Affirm didn't work. So
there were some objections where you overcame. Because I'm more interested. Because like the whole build up, interested for sure. But then the objection handling and how you maneuver around that, especially with the figures that you charge, So.
Dude, I'm really cheap.
Well, I mean, you do a lot of paid in fulls though, and we're talking thousands, right?
Yeah, well, actually, there's Affirm. Like Affirm has been my paid in full, by the way. Like that's kind of just what I do now.
Oh, speaking of which, I saw in the CLA somebody was asking about that, and 3 main coaches said, "Oh, hell no," and I was like, "Wait, what?
Why?
What's his name? I want to call him Atreyu. That's not his name. He's a bald guy. That one of the main coaches.
I don't know.
He said that. Damn, I bet I could find it, but he said something like, you don't want to make a client regret their decision, especially if they can't afford it now, or something with they paid in full, or they do a farm and then they go into debt for your services when you're trying to help them in the first place, something like that.
Fuck that. I'm actually helping them. They don't want to pay it in full, so I tell them you can split it monthly.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw that, and there it was him and George. Or George, I don't know people's names. I don't know. George? Johnny?
I have one. I'm going to send you one that this girl apparently is in sales at the end of the phone call. She's like, you're really good at sales. I'm like, oh, thanks. But yeah, this is
That's
the
funny.
this is the objection one. I'm sending you all of them. Fuck it. You have some time to kill. You're gonna get used to it. You're gonna get tired of my fucking voice.
Dude, I'm just very curious because I've never heard anybody else on the script or any kind of sales call regarding fitness. Sometimes I just Google. Oh, it's an audio file? Wait, you sent me a voice memo?
Yeah, I'm sending you 5 voice memos.
Oh, I see.
I only do my calls, by the way, on the phone. I don't do Zoom.
That's right. I love how all these are about 5 minutes long. That's really great.
5 minutes?
I'm just playing because they're so long.
I was like, wait, that's wrong. Okay. Yeah, so those are, you can listen to them all you want.
So at work, when we're working on the canopies and stuff, sometimes people grab a speaker and they'll play music really loud, you know?
Play that.
Maybe I should play this. Like, what's this? Like, oh, it's Joseph P. 50/50 split pay. That's what it is.
Yeah, all I know is that I have to raise my pricing. Like, actually, like today I was fucking 6 for 6 again.
Wait, so you made 10 grand today. You sold 6 people. So the average there would be about like 1,400, right? No, 1,800.
No, so I didn't record everything from today. So those aren't just from today. Those are just ones that I just happened to record.
Yeah, but you made 10 grand today, and how many calls?
How many calls did I have today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I actually made 7 sales today, because the one person. So one guy I talked to on Tuesday, and he's like, "Yo, like I want to join, but I also want my wife to join with me. Would you be open to talking to her?" So I said, "Yeah." So he was already in. So I didn't even collect deposit, nothing. I was like, "Fuck it, I know he's in." So then I talked to his wife today. Now they're both joining. So that's why I have the 7 instead of 6.
Okay, so 10 grand a day. There's 7 people, so the average is at least 1,000 then.
Yeah. I had some 900. I had some pips of 2,100, 21.
And that's a full year, or is that 6 months?
6 months. The 900 was 3 months. You'll hear it. No, I didn't record that one. I gave her 6. She wanted 3. So I'm like, okay, but 3 months is going to be 900 because she only wanted nutrition. And I was like, she's like, yeah, I'm good with that. Okay. Like, I'm trying to save you money, but fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, makes sense. Cool, dude. Yeah, I'm looking at them right now.
Cool.
I appreciate that, dude. That's funny that you recorded those.
Yeah, I'm recording it for my closer anyway. I might as well. I don't gatekeep. It's all yours.
Cool.
But awesome. If anything else, let me know. Just let's please expedite the check-in process ASAP, and then let's still pre-write the late ones just so I can review them tonight, and then tomorrow you can log in, send them, go your way.
Okay.
All right.
Since I got you here, which ones did you consider late now? Because I only have one that's late on my end because it's 1 p.m. But is it a different time frame for you then?
Yeah, anything past 12 p.m. my time. So that would be past 10 a.m. your time.
Oh, okay. This whole time I was just looking. If it's past 12, then I...
No, but it's past 10 a.m. your time. Right? Because you're 2 hours in between.
Yeah, so I've only got Chatty and Mike that are late then.
No, you should have Rachel, the ones I sent you on my form as well.
Oh, on your form, yeah.
Yeah, Rachel and Jonique were late. Mara was late.
So there's
Actually,
5.
Those three are late.
Okay, so I got 5 total late
5.
out of 23.
Yeah, the only ones late were Shaddy and Mike. Wow, these guys actually did good.
Okay, well, I'll get them done as soon as I can. Seems like I'm averaging better and better each week, but it seems like I'm about 8 or 9 minutes per check-in now. So
Not bad.
it's definitely faster than the first time we did it. So that's cool. Remember you gave me 3?
30 minutes per one, I remember. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Just let's really look to be aggressive with the changes too, Bryson. You know, like if you don't see someone that's had a change for a while, make a change, even if it's just adding 5 minutes of cardio or something. Okay.
Okay. Even if they don't mention anything, just kind of look for
something.
We're going to boost your cardio by 5 minutes.
Be like, yeah, I really like the moment. I really love the momentum we're building. I just want to make a slight change just to kind of keep us rolling. 5 minutes of your extra cardio. Cool. That's it.
Okay.
Over deliver always. All right.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right, man. I'm gonna go make this other sale. So peace.
All right. Hey, thanks so much for your help, man.
Of course, dude. If you need anything at all, man, if you ever want to talk things through, if you're fucking stuck, feeling frustrated, just let me know. I'm more than happy to hop on a call with you and talk things through. Okay.
It means a lot, dude. Thank you.
Got you, bro. All right.
Okay.
Talk to you soon.
See you later.
Peace.
Fuck, we thought I would have cried on him. What a sales call, man. Or a sales call. Who would have... Dude. So the reason why that made me emotional is because I've been told you're too smart for your own good. Stop thinking you're too smart. You know, you're not too smart for this. You're not too good for this. I've been told that so fucking much, dude. And every single time I get told that, it gets me, oh man, I don't know what it is. There was one moment, and dude, this is just a recurring theme in my life. Holy shit, I'm connecting dots. I'm sitting there at Young Mazda. I got hired as a car salesman. And I'll tell you how I got hired. It's a funny story as well. But I'm laying down in bed right now. That's funny. I could tell the story. But so I'm running through, I don't know, it's probably my second or third week. I'm trying to learn the script and the opening and talking to people and, you know, all that stuff. One of the opening lines that you're supposed to say when a customer comes into the store, or whenever you see a customer that hasn't been helped or whatever, you're supposed to say, I can't remember exactly what it was, but you say, hey, nice to meet you. I'm so-and-so. Wow, it's just beautiful weather we're having, right? Or something like that. I know that sounds cheesy, but I was like, dude, that's so corny. Why would I say that? And I'm talking to the big boss man that runs the whole store. His name was, I think it's Travis or Trevor. I can't remember. I think it's Travis. Might not even be Travis. I don't even remember. But, and he took me one-on-one in his office. And I think, you know, based on the context of the whole situation, that was because I was struggling and I needed help. And he was probably fed up, like, why the fuck does this guy need help? Let's just go. So he took me into the office, got the whiteboard out. And he was very, very blunt with me, which is something I always appreciate. Doesn't mean that it doesn't, like, you know, rub me the wrong way or make me feel a certain way or whatever. But I appreciate it. And I said, dude, why? I don't know why. I didn't say it this way, but I'm just going to say how I remember I was thinking it. So I was like, why would I don't know why I would say that. Like, if I'm nowhere near the window, because on the script it says, you know, position yourself so you can look out the window and point. I'm not going to say, oh, beautiful weather we're having in a dark room, right? It doesn't make sense. And so I said, well, what if they're walking over here with the sales department or whatever, and there's, you know, I'm not going to say wonderful weather. And then he said something, and I said, well, what if they come over here? I'm not going to do that. That seems just not natural. And he's like, dude, quit thinking you're too smart for this. And I was like, oh, and I got emotional on the spot, but I didn't want to show that to my fucking boss. So I just swallowed that emotion. And yeah, same thing with EOS Fitness. I went to EOS Fitness. I worked there for, I think, 2 months, and I quit because I wanted to pursue what I'm doing now. This was 5 years ago, which is very embarrassing. Same spot 5 years later. Great. But, I mean, I've learned a lot, 100%. But I remember quitting, and I remember talking to the VP or whatever of all of EOS for the whatever region that Utah is in. And I said, dude, I mean, we're trying to do all these things for these people that come in. We're trying to persuade them and do all these tricks and, you know, psychological hacks to persuade them in signing up. And if they don't want to sign up, we should just let them go. We should be in the industry of teaching and helping and educating rather than trying to just sell, you know. And he said to me, he says, dude, like, he was very understanding. And he said, I get it. But Bryson, did you misunderstand or did you understand the job description differently? Did you have any questions about, or I can't remember what he said, dude. It's been 5 years now, but I said, no, I don't think so. No, he said, did you understand this is a sales position? And I said, yeah, but, and then I kept on going. And I can't remember how that conversation ended, but that's kind of like the recurring thing right there. So we got the Mazda thing, and we've got the EOS Fitness thing. Both times got told I was too smart. Now, my current job now, where I work, I feel like nobody said this where I work now, but there's definitely been things like that because I feel like I think in a different way than most people. And there's one guy I work with, I'm going to name drop him because hell yeah, name's Colton. And him and I definitely think alike in terms of trying to make the place more efficient and coming up with new tools and new strategies on getting tasks done more efficiently, more quickly, less waste, making different guides to help everybody out. There was one moment I'll never forget, and it's nothing substantial at all, but I was brand new, and I didn't even know him at the time. He made this sheet, and it had all the page numbers for which processes that we need to flip to from our tech data, which is the big books that we use the big step-by-step instruction manuals that we use to complete the canopies that we work on. And someone said, "Oh, who made this?" And then another person said, "Oh, who do you think?" And they said, "Oh, it was Colton." And they said, "Yeah, I mean, he's way too smart." And I thought, I actually got jealous of that. I envied that. I'm like, dude, I want them to say that about me because I am that. I know I'm that, you know? So there's another thing of me, I guess, proving to myself that I am too smart for my own good. And I don't say that as a flex or whatever. I think it's almost, first of all, I need to humble myself right there. Second of all, I do think it's some kind of curse. It's a blessing and a curse because I see things in such detail, but it prohibits me from moving forward because I see those details other people don't see. And so I stop and I'm paralyzed by analysis of whatever it is. So when he said that, when Mina just barely said that, dude, it's just, I got whatever that is, I have to get over that and stop being that. And it's just going to be a work in progress. But on the call, when he was asking me, I said, dude, I don't know. When he said, it's 5 hours a week, and I'm like, I get it, but it's all my Friday. And if I did any more hours, if I did any other different day, it'd have to be over more than one day. And he said, well, what do you need that's so demanding that you need more time? And when he said that, I'm like, oh, dude, nothing, in my head. I just want this time to work. Motherfucker made 10 grand today, today. I don't know, man. On that note, I was talking earlier in this episode, I guess on this podcast today, about how I need to focus on starting maybe it was last night. God damn it, I don't know. About how I need to do more conversations. I need to be doing cash flowing activities. Maybe I just need to reread the book, $100 Million Offers, and go off of it as I go, create my offer, and just completely restart. Maybe that's what I need to do. But earlier I committed to posting in the group that I'm in twice, I think. Was it twice? Shit. I might just go once because I can't even think of what I would post right now other than, hey, I'm restarting, need some support, whatever. We'll just go from there. But yeah, I don't know call me a bitch, but when I kind of let out that emotion, that felt really good to get it out. When I do that, I just want to bawl my eyes out so I can get it all out, because when I do, I always feel 10 times better. I don't know, man. I'm all right. I'm doing good. I'm just very frustrated by my lack of ability to just focus, man, and stay the course. And when you said, yeah, just 1 hour of Eat the Frog, I'm like, it's just that simple, huh? Just 1 hour, just. So now that I've said all this, and now that this podcast is now an hour and a half long, what I'm now thinking about right now is, great, I want to do that, but oops, I can't tonight because I got to do check-ins, and I got to do check-ins all night long, and I'm not going to be able to do anything until tomorrow. And tomorrow, dude, oh my goodness, gracious, great balls of fire. So anyway, I'm glad we got some emotion on the potty for the first time in a while. This would get the blue tag, but we don't do tags anymore. Anyway, what I'm going to do is go grab a drink here, and then I'm going to go back upstairs, and I'm going to crank out these check-ins. I got 23 to do. Part of me wants to push myself to see if I can do it in 1 hour, which I think that's a stretch. 2 hours, I think I can. And I think I might gamify it a little bit and try to do that just to see if it's possible. Because if I can get it done in 2 hours, that brings me to 7 o'clock, get those done, and then I can have the rest of the night to chill. Now, obviously it's not 5 hours, which is what he's paying me to do, but I'm gonna just cross that bridge when we get there. Going back to what I was talking about earlier, I feel like the level of detail that I perceive things in prohibits me from doing anything, because I just stop and I think, okay, well, what if this happened? Literally on the call when he's telling me this with the 10 hours and 20 hours, I was like, dude, what you're saying is a great point. Maybe I'll take you up on that. But what happens if I have a sales call? Like, when do I schedule my sales calls? I have only scheduled one sales call my whole fucking life. So I don't even need to worry about that because I don't have any scheduled. And if I did get one scheduled, I can almost guarantee it's snowing. What's going on? I can almost guarantee you he would say, oh, hell yeah, dude, go take care of that call. Badass. Because he's been where I'm at right now, and he's much further along. So he would be more than understanding if I had to bet $1,000. But that's where my mind goes. I'm like, okay, well, if I have a scheduled sales call, what do I do then? I can't because I have to work for Mina. No, dude, it's guaranteed that's not what would happen. Okay, what if I need to make content? Dude. I don't know, man. Part of me wants to quit my current job and go back to FedEx. That way I just have zero influence from other people, and I can just go to work, come home, do my thing. I don't got to wake up really early. I can go to bed and have a normal schedule. If I'm going to work at 7, then that means that, or if I'm going to work at 6:30, that means I don't have to get up at 3:30 anymore. I can get up at 5:30, which would be a dream, because I wouldn't have to go to bed at 8, or I guess 8:30. I could go to bed at 10:30, which means I could go to the gym at night again. And that is a good ass day. When I can go to the gym at night, that's cool. Because there's a point in time where I was going to the gym at 1 a.m. every night. Very short-lived, but normally I'd go to the gym around 10, sometimes 11. And it was just great. So anyway, I'm going to bust out these check-ins now. And Mina did send me those sales calls, so I'm very interested to see how he sounds and all that stuff. So we'll see how that goes. But, oh, shit. There's a yawn. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to put this at the front or the end, but make sure you stick around for Mina's call right after this. I don't know if I'm going to switch this around before or after. Probably going to keep it after, now that I think about it. But yeah, that's it, guys. Appreciate you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
That's it for today. If you got some sort of value or you were entertained, please consider leaving a rating on the platform that you're listening on. It helps a ton. If you are looking for a more polished version of this show, you can check out the Allegiant Excellence podcast, where I go deep into mindset, discipline, fitness, and personal development as a man. And don't forget to check out the links below and read the description. There are sometimes things written there that didn't quite make it on the episode. So thank you so much for your ongoing support in a guy that has massive ambition but nothing to show for it quite yet. And as always, thank you for taking time out of your day to listen and support. I'll see you tomorrow.